Alright, so today I took out the M1A national match to the range, did some shooting. I wasted a lot of ammunition. First thing I want to say is, you would think, this being a national match, that the sights would have been pretty close by a factory. They were not close. I'll roll in a picture in case the camera ain't picking it up, but that is my left and right zero. Like, it's way cocked over that way. Now, I know I could adjust my front sight, but this is so hard to do unless you have a bunch of time. Also, to get this is zeroed now. I do have it zeroed, right? Yes, this is zeroed now, but to bring it up, it was originally bottomed out at 200. I had to go up to 4. I believe this is 1 MOA adjustment, so that would be 8 MOA low, which is, they definitely do not factory zero the M1As, which is kind of unfortunate. Now, I actually had a spotter there. He had a really nice scope, and I thought it would have helped, but me and the spotter did not speak the same language, so I winded up wasting a bunch of ammo. For example, I was getting, what, 1.75 MOA or something like that when I was shooting at close range. We'll call it 2. So 4 inches is what that gun should be shooting at 200 yards. And he was calling these misses. They are definitely within the 4-inch circle, and I would have counted them as hits. So he was helping me zero the rifle, but because he was calling these as misses and I was adding on corrections, I was just chasing the zero all over the place. It wasn't until I got down range to where I could actually see what was going on to figure it out. So this was the very first shot. Way low. So I corrected. He kind of gave me a rough estimate in inches. So I corrected, and I believe this was my second shot. So I corrected again. Now I don't know the exact order of these, but then I think I got this shot, which I would have called a hit if I was a spotter because it's open sights, and that's not that accurate of the gun. But what he was trying to do is get me on the red, but that's not that type of gun. So he's like, okay, you're left and you're low. So I corrected right and up, which put me right there. And then he was like, you're off. I'm like, I'll shoot another one. So I shot right there. He's like, oh, you're still high. So then I corrected down, which put me right there. And he's like, well, you're still right. So I corrected left. Then I believe I shot these two. Or something. Or no, I think I corrected down. And then I shot these two. And he's like, you're low and you're right. So then I corrected. And then I shot these two. So basically, I wasted all my ammo thinking, like, when he was saying, like, you're down, I thought he meant down. And when he said you're up, you're high, I thought he meant, like, high. And when you're left, I thought he meant left. So I shot almost all of the ammunition, and I didn't get a chance to zero it. So I went over to the paper, because I had my target hung up there too. I shot 2, and he's like, well, you're low and right. So then I corrected up. And then it put me up there, and the other one was somewhere over there. I don't exactly know. The point is, he was trying to get me on the A, and that's just not possible with this type of firearm. So then we finally went down there, I started looking at the targets, and I'm like, oh, I kind of got an idea what's going on, so then I just zeroed the rifle where it was at. And then I shot this. Alright, so I had some serious difficulties zeroing. I don't know what the hell the problem was. Yeah, I was trying to zero with my reload ammo, which isn't, the best choice because it's not for this chamber. And I was having some issues, but now I'm going to shoot some factory Hornady 155 AMAX. I'm just going to throw whatever I have left. We'll see if we can't get any idea of what it's grouping. Hopefully, I'll at least get them on paper. Because I'm still not 100% confident with this zero. Ready? You don't have to call them if you don't want to, because I've just got to shoot where the sights are and see what's happening.
Give me a minute. Alright.
But you can call it. But then you'll be on YouTube. Alright, let's go see if I grouped.
I got one for sure on paper, and then another one just kind of pinched the paper. But this is a third size silhouette target, so it's supposed to simulate shooting at something 3 times farther. So at 600, I would have hit the person, but the point is we were kind of looking for MOA, and I have no idea off the paper what's actually hitting. Yes, it's most definitely possible some of those are over here, and this just happened to be one I pulled. I don't know. I should have brought a much larger target.
So this is to simulate a 600-yard shot at 200. I did hit twice. This was just a graze on the paper, but if this was at 600 yards in a real silhouette, because, you know, this is basically just a design on my shirt, a real silhouette is as big as me, I would have definitely got some hits. I don't know where the other shots went. You know, maybe they were low. I don't know. I should have been using a full-size silhouette target, but I figured, you know, because this is a national match rifle, it's more like a target rifle, so I was trying to shoot at target-sized targets, if that makes any sense. Another thing I was noticing, as the barrel warms up, it seems to change point of impact. Like, I don't know which order these went in. I really need to get a camera down range so I can track that. But I think, like, I'm not even going to say because I'm not for sure. But even before we shot at those, I had another silhouette down there this size, and I was trying to run corrections on it, but he was calling it from the trace, and it was just all over the place. I was having some serious problems. But it feels like the point of impact changes when the barrel heats up, which I've heard that from other channels. So I don't think that's totally abnormal. Would I buy this rifle? If I'm trying to shoot competition or I want to shoot like really small targets, no, I'd do something like the Black 13. If I'm looking for a minute a man 30 caliber that's really accurate, I mean, this isn't like really accurate, but it's open sights and it's fast, and from a fixed position you can really throw it on the fire, then yes. It does have good accuracy. It does. But just how these are constructed, they don't really lend themselves for really consistent accuracy. And I'm confident as the barrel warms up, because it seemed like I was gaining elevation as I was shooting. Yeah, I was shooting rather quickly. But either which way, the point is, you can tell where I made my corrections. Because, okay, I shot two, then I don't know if this was 3 or how that went. These were my first 2 shots trying to get her on target. So it's definitely got the accuracy. I really need to just spend a lot of time at the range and get a solid feel for this. Unfortunately, I'm going to be returning the rifle soon because I've just had it for too long. Clean her up and send it back to the owner. So the research on this particular rifle, unfortunately, is coming to a head today. I don't know if I'm going to do a field strip video connected on this. I probably won't. Maybe I might do a separate field strip video. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Side note, I did also shoot a Ruger 1022. Had a lot of fun. And I also shot the Glock 44 again. And yes, how I said in my other video, I'm pretty sure if I ran that other ammo, it would be different because the bullet seems to be shaped different and it don't get hooked on the feed ramp of the magazine like with the other ammunition. So yeah, when I put in the other ammunition, that ran flawlessly. Not a single hiccup. Now I shot my Ruger 1022. This is 50 shots, basically as fast as I can pull the trigger, at 50 yards. I think it patterned pretty nice. I also shot it at 200 yards. Where's that target? Right here. 1 second. Alright, I shot it at 200 yards. Now the problem with this was the bullet holes were so small he didn't call hits when I got hits. And my rifle is 0 for 50 yards, so I was just doing holdovers. So he never called a hit the whole time I was shooting. So I have no idea what shot hit and when. Because I was just doing random holdovers waiting for him to call a hit. And then I was going to continue to use that holdover and drill this. But he never called a hit, so I never knew when I was actually on target. So that's unfortunate. But I did get hits with my Ruger 1022. Stop, Santa. I did get hits with my Ruger 1022 at 200 yards, which is pretty awesome. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to check out any of my other videos, click on the links up here. If you'd like to help support the channel, I got my Patreon. I also have affiliate links in the description down below. Even if you don't buy what the link is for, just click it on that link. I had a little kickback for it because you went there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.